Buenas tardes y bienvenidos a todos. Good afternoon and welcome everyone. Welcome to a community dedicated to providing spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. My name is Karina Shearer, and I am the spiritual director and founding minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta, where in October, we celebrated our third year here in this beautiful community. If you would like to become a member of our center, please contact me. Today is Saturday, December 19th, 2020, and we're continuing with our annual theme, which is 2020 Spiritual Vision. The topic for this month of December is Celebrating Divine Truth, and the topic for this week is Cultivating Light. So once again, the suggested books for reading this month are The Universal Christ by Richard Rohr and Radical Spirit, 12 Ways to Live a Free and Authentic Life by Joan Chittister. So we open each week with a spiritual practice called affirmative prayer, also known as spiritual mind treatment. This is a powerful tool and a practical tool which helps to shift our consciousness so that we are open and available to accept the good that is already there. It aligns our thoughts with all good. So let's move into today's service with intention, as we do each week, with a reading from the Creative Thought magazine. I'll be reading from December 21st. Spiritual mind treatment is always done in the first person, so I invite you to close your eyes and take these words as your own, if you so choose. My life is a celebration. I know that there is one glorious presence, one divine source of abundant good, an intelligent, creative energy at work throughout the universe. I know that this God presence and I are one and the same. In consciousness, I know that I am an instrument through which the infinite does its good and perfect work, being an avenue for Spirit's magnificent and creative expression is cause for celebration. I am aware that this inner voice of Spirit is present in everyone. It grows bolder as a positive sense of oneness displays the negativity of feelings of separation. In this new awareness, I find a marvelous sense of peace, harmony, and joy, a rebirth. In this knowing that I am on the pathway with Spirit, I release this treatment into mine with love, gratitude, and thanksgiving. Its work is already done, and so it is. And that was submitted by licensed practitioner Erwin Wilson from Sarasota, Florida. So also, as we do each week, let's now review our purpose, vision, and mission statements. There we go. It's taking a little bit of time to get this up and started. Just one more minute, please. So we have a grand purpose here each week. And that is to awaken. Oh, it looks like it's trying to come on. I just love technology. There we go. Okay. So again, our purpose is to awaken and celebrate diversity and to love and serve our community. Our vision is to educate and support each other so we can create the life we desire that works for us right now. And we do this by means of our mission, which is to provide spiritual tools for personal growth and transformation. And at this time, I'd like to welcome everyone, whether this is the first time that you have joined us here in Puerto Vallarta, the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta, or whether you have been to us before or have been to another center. Know that you are welcome. We are a diverse community and everyone is welcome here. We teach a philosophy called the science of mind. It's a teaching based on new thought and ancient wisdom. And we offer spiritual tools and principles to promote personal growth. We've already shared one of these with our opening treatment. And we honor diversity in all aspects, as I have already mentioned as well, so that we can see the great oneness that already exists everywhere and within everyone. Each week, we normally offer a service with an inspirational message. And normally it's done at a restaurant in downtown Puerto Vallarta. But we are still in our minimum risk category. So we are required to wear masks at all times when outside the home. So in the meantime, I welcome you to my house via Zoom. Mi casa es su casa. Well, we look forward to supporting our local mom and pop style traditional Mexican restaurant very soon. So hopefully we'll be able to do that in January, where we can enjoy some discussion afterwards and some home style Mexican cooking. I will update you on our Facebook page and the website, as well as mentioning it here when we begin to resume our meetings in person. But in the meantime, if you have any questions or comments, you can post them here or send me a direct email and I'll be sure to respond. So last month, we looked at living as compassionate conduits. This month, we are celebrating divine truth. The first week, we welcomed the shadow. Last week, we looked at preparing the way. And this week, we are looking at cultivating the light. So how do we celebrate the light? Both in the northern and southern hemisphere, light is a theme in the month of December. Either humans making light in winter or honoring its power in summer. And what does it mean to make and cultivate light in ourselves? So that's what we're going to discuss today. So first, I'd like to share with you this quote from The Science of Mind. Dr. Ernest Holmes said, "Thought which is built upon a realization of the divine presence has the power to neutralize negative thought, to erase it, just as light has the power to overcome darkness, not by combating darkness, but by being exactly what it is, light. And the light shineth in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not." So we're going to look at this a little bit deeper with these 3 key points today. Number 1, celebrating the light. Number 2, the light and the darkness. And number 3, cultivating light. So celebrating the light. In both the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere, the light is celebrated in December. In the northern, it is in the middle of winter. The cold, the snow, the ice, the short period of daylight, and where the focus is more on indoor activities. In the southern, it is in the middle of summer, when it is hot. The long period of daylight exists, and the focus is more on outdoor activities. But the light is celebrated everywhere. Some of the festivals of light, which are celebrated in different ways according to beliefs and traditions, are Christmas, Hanukkah, Diwali, Kwanzaa, Santa Lucia Day, and the Lantern Festival. The light and the darkness. We talk about the light, but we must also talk about the darkness, as they only have meaning in relation to one another. In this world, we couldn't know dark without the contrast of light. In creation, there exists one full cycle. From Genesis, and God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. But darkness can also refer to the depression or horrible thoughts. It can even refer to having the truth withheld from us. I'm sure you've heard the expression, I don't know, I've been kept in the dark about it. Well, during my first year studying the science of mind, I was experiencing a bit of depression. I felt disconnected and distant from everyone and everything that I used to enjoy. It was during a particular class study of Ralph Waldo Emerson's essay, The Oversoul, that I realized the value of sitting in the darkness of depression and learned that it was an opportunity to see the light from outside looking in, and then realizing that the light comes from within and reflects outwardly. It was then that I could feel the greater connection with the entire universe. I no longer felt distant or disconnected. And our lives are like a tapestry, weaving everyone together. We really are all one. Let me share with you this quote from Ernest Holmes from The Science of Mind. He says, we wrestle not against outward things, but against inward ideas and beliefs. The power of darkness is the power of false belief and superstition. If a man can change his inner concept, his whole life will be changed. All cause is from within. All effect is forever without. And that was such a key moment for me to realize that, especially at that time of my life. So this brings us to our third and final concept, cultivating light. So people like Gandhi or Maya Angelou or Mother Teresa come to mind, people who face hate and fear with love and forgiveness. They are the true beacons of light that inspire the world. And there's many others similar, perhaps someone that you personally know. The light is inside of me, and you have a light inside of you too. Depending where you are in your spiritual journey, that light might flicker as a small flame, or it may be a giant bonfire, but it's there and it's ready for you to nourish it and to let it be brighter and stronger. Let your light shine. Have you noticed a young child when they walk, there's a lilt to their step and a lightness, if you will? Perhaps this is because they still have the innocence of not knowing fear, regret, shame, or any other negative emotions that we learn as we age. And have you noticed when a child receives a gift, their eyes light up? Ernest Holmes says, the eyes brighten with friendliness and good cheer when animated by the light of love, joy, faith, or noble purpose. Ernest Holmes reminds us that when we meet another living soul, we feel that subtle presence which flows through all things and gives light and color to everyday experiences. In our own souls, in the silent processes of thought and understanding, do we not sense another presence? There is something divine about us which we have overlooked. There is more to us than we realize. Ernest Holmes says this: man is an external entity, a forever expanding principle of conscious intelligence, the ocean in the drop of water, the sun in its rays. Man, the real man, is birthless, deathless, changeless, and God, as man, is man. The highest God and the innermost God is one and the same God. So let's spread love to everyone. When you have experienced the light of the divine, even momentarily through meditation, you can begin to cultivate that divine light inside of you. When you begin to express it through your thoughts and actions, it creates a ripple effect of love in the world. So imagine dropping a pebble of love in the ocean and see it ripple out towards others. 3 ideas for growing that light inside of you. Number 1, have fun. Enjoy some time playing games with your family. And go ahead and bring out your inner child and play in the park or play hide and seek with your children, but have fun. Number 2, live your soul's purpose. Now is a perfect opportunity to learn a new skill, to take some online courses, or to write that book that you have always wanted to write. And number 3, be of service. Help others in whatever way you can. Check out where volunteers are needed in your community. But please follow the protocol and be safe. But give love and be of service in a loving way. So I'd like to just light a candle. As a reminder to be the light that you want to see in the world. See and know the light in everyone, regardless of appearance. Dr. Ernest Holmes wrote in The Science of Mind, "Ye are the light of the world. Man is the candle of the Lord." How important then that this light be kept trimmed and burning with the oil of pure spirit through the wick of peace and joy. In this way do we glorify that indwelling. And for today, here is our affirmation. I joyously walk in the light. My consciousness is illumined. I let my life shine. Pardon me, I let my light shine. So now is our time of mindful giving and financial support for our spiritual home. We rely on your support to continue our center here in Puerto Vallarta so that we can continue to offer this powerful teaching of the science of mind. We bless the financial gifts that you give today or any day. Every donation is greatly appreciated, whether it's $5 or $50 or just the cost of a cup of coffee. So at this time, we would normally pass the donation basket, but for now, donations can be made through PayPal on our website, www.cslpv.org. So let me just pull up our screen with that information. So if you would like to send a check instead, you can mail it to us at CSLPV, number 403, 2125 Birch Road, Kelowna, BC, Canada, V1Y8N1. And now, if you would like to join me in our affirmatory affirmations. I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I do give eternal thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. So if you would like to have one-on-one connection for spiritual mind treatment, please connect with me. And also, if you would like to become a member of our community here at CSLPV for the upcoming year, or if you would like to be on the board of trustees, please get in touch with me and we'll be sure to send you the current forms. So thank you for coming and sharing this time together. And remember to let your light shine. Namaste.